easy creations. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I've been making this, and I've made a tutorial for it. So the things that you'll need is I've used a recycled book cover, napkin decoupage, just a bit of scrap cardboard, and I've just cut out some little pieces from some packaging. I've used crackle medium and acrylic paints and inks, a bit of string, a bit of a bead to hang it up. It's a lovely little project, be a wonderful Christmas present. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day. Alright, so far I'm trying to recreate a birdhouse wall hanging that I've seen on Pinterest. So I've got this is a recycled book cover. I've torn all the covers and that off. I've marked out like a, I don't know what you call that, but it's like a house, you know. So all I did was I've measured down about 10 centimetres. Well, hang on, this board it's about 29.5 centimetres by a bit over 22, and that is about 11.5 inches by nearly 9 inches. So I've come down about 4 inches, or about 10 centimetres. I've cut from cardboard, from corrugated cardboard. I want something that's a bit thick, so I've cut these two pieces from the cardboard. These are about 3 centimetres wide, which is about a bit over an inch, about an inch, and I don't know how to read inches, sorry, inch and a couple of those little strokes, 2/4, or I don't know, sorry. So inch and a bit wide, and then I've just like mitered the corners so that when I glue it on here I can sort of stick them together. Now I might not have cut them quite at the right angle, so I might have to modify it a little bit by the looks of it. I'm going to have to recut it, I think, because I haven't cut it right. As you can see, there's a big gap there. Excuse me. So I think what I have to do is, if I go like that, actually if I go like that, angles was never my strong suit in maths. Get my pencil, I'm just going to mark it. So I want the angle to be about like that, don't I? Actually, about like that. Alright, let me try that. Cut it again. Let me see. So like that. Oh, I might just have to cut the one of them. Looks like it's going to be pretty good now. Alright, so I'm going to glue them onto there. And the other thing I'm going to do is I need to cut this bit off here. So I'm just going to mark that. Mark that. Oh, I didn't mark that one. there, and there. I'm going to have to draw it on there. Alright, so I'm going to have to cut those off. And I think I'm going to use my, I should probably really put a new blade on, but oh well, I'm just going to cut there and see if that, okay, so I'll need to cut a bit more. I guess I'll just keep going over it a few times. Now can I just go in there? Clean that up a bit. Yes, I've seen these pictures on Pinterest where they've made like a little wall hanging, and it's a bird, like a birdhouse, and it looks so cute. So I'm thinking I want to make one, and I'm just trying to come up with a way to make one. This off. Okay, just clean that up a bit. There we go. Don't think I need any of that. Oh, actually, I might actually keep that bit and glue it onto here, because that'll make that stronger. Yes. So, okay. When you cut those off, keep one, and I'm just going to cut that bit off. Keep one, because then you can glue it onto the top to give you something for that top bit to glue to. Okay, now how much overhang shall we have? Just going to line this up on my cutting mat. Actually, I think I might just glue all this stuff on so it's on. That one's a bit of an angle. Does that matter? Maybe I can try and cut a bit of that off. When I've cut, I haven't cut real straight, and it's a little bit angled, but it doesn't matter. It's not, you're not going to see it. That's better. All right, so I'm going to glue that on first, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover it all in some paper. So I think I'm going to. Excuse me for a minute while I grab out my little box of papers. I'm just going to do a collage with paper. Doesn't really matter what, I don't think it's going to matter what I use. I don't think I'm going to see what's underneath by the time I finish. I'm just trying to, like I said, this is, I haven't done this before, so it'll be a little bit of a learning experience. Alright. Paper. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on the other side and grab my PVA glue. PVA glue, it's great stuff, it's cheap. And I'm just going to stick a good piece on there, like so. And like that. Just let me fix my glue bottle. And if you're wondering, this is an old tomato sauce bottle that I've just washed out, or ketchup, whatever you call it, wherever you live. And I just washed it out, and and it's great for keeping your glue in. Let's get some paper towel. Going to close that and get a little glue thing that's stuck on top. Yeah, no, it's really fantastic as a glue bottle, because I buy big bottles of glue because it's much cheaper when you buy it in large bottles. And then I just pop it in here and it makes a fantastic glue bottle. Just going to get a brush. Where's all my brushes gone? Don't know where them little brushes. Yeah, I see it. Okay, I'm just going to put a big bunch of glue on here. And I'm just going to stick, I can cut that off after. Okay. Oh. Silly me. Stick that back on there. Oh, actually, I think I will. Of course. There you go. Get on this side. And just make sure you get glue everywhere. And just okay, that makes it a bit stronger. Yes. And now I'm just going to collage over the top of it as well. So I'll turn you off while I do this. You don't need to watch me gluing bits of paper on. You know how to do that. So I'll glue it all on and then I'll be back. Alright, this is all dry. I've covered it all in paper just to give it a nice, make it nice and sturdy and secure that top bit. I mean, it's not 100%. You can move it a little bit, but that's okay. So now I'm going to give it a coat of paint. And just been trying to decide what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do like a crackle medium on it. So I'm going to paint with some dark browns. So I've got some acrylic paints here. I'm just going to slap some of the paint on. I've got some raw sienna. Ooh, gonna need to give that a little mix. Bit of raw sienna, bit of raw umber. What else have I got? We'll chuck a bit of burnt umber as well. Maybe a bit of burnt sienna. That was silly of me. I forgot my paintbrush with glue. Got to put it in water. Never mind. Just let that soak and it'll come off. Just get this brush. I'll just chuck a little bit of that darker raw umber on there, a little more, just because I like that dark colour. Found a spot where the glue hasn't glued properly, so I just stuck a bit of paint in there, and there's a bit of paint in there because acrylic paint is just like glue as well. Just doing the edges. Alright, we're going to have to let that dry now. I'll let that dry and then I'll come back. Alright, it's all dry now. Now I'm going to put a crackle medium. This is Joe Sonia's crackle medium. So any crackle medium that you have or you want to buy, It's fine. I put a nice big lot on, very thick. Just going to spread that around. Oh, I might have put too much. Might have put a little bit too much. I wonder if I can squeeze some back in here. I was a little bit too exuberant with the crackle medium, I think. Alright, that's it. It's good now. Just going to let that dry. I'm just going to pop it over here. Okay. Now, the other thing that I decided to do, I just got some packaging. This was a cereal box or something, and I cut out like a window and a little piece to go. You know how in a house you have something to go in there like that. So I just cut a bit of card out. I just got a little one hole punch, and I just punched a few holes. If you got, I don't really have very many decorative punches, but if you got a decorative punch, feel free to punch something really pretty in there. I would if I had one. And I'm going to paint all these now. I'm going to paint them, I think with gesso first. Grab my gesso, give them a coat. Yeah, so I just measured out a. Actually, I didn't measure. I've got like a rectangle thing, so I just used that. And then I just measured out a few so it's even, and cut out like a window frame. Okay, just clean my brush. Clean the brush. Get a bit of gesso. And I'm just going to glue these onto it once I've finished doing what I'm going to do on it. I need to do another coat. There's one, and that one. And I think I'm going to use, actually I have to do the edges. Oh, actually before I do anything, I think I'm actually going to, just to make these a bit neater, I think I might actually cover them with paper. I think I might cover them with paper. That. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get my glue. put that like that. I think I'm going to cut that off so it's not so got a bit of gesso still on that, but that's alright, it's all going to get painted on anyway. Some glue here. Oh, actually, do I need to go any further? Oh, I'll just cover it. I'm not exactly sure how far out they're going to come, so I'll just cover the whole thing to be on the safe side. Okay, well, now I'm sticking my scissors and everything on top of the other things. I'm so messy, look at my hands. Alright, let's do the other one. Oh, I forgot to cut this one now. I wonder if I should. Okay. I guess it should be fine just to put a coat of gesso on now. I don't see why not. Take my brush off a bit. Okay, just let that dry. Actually, might be dry enough to put a little bit more on, I think. Alright, gonna let all this dry and then I'll be back. Alright, this is touch dry now. So I'm going to put the coat of white. Well, I've got unbleached titanium, which is an off-white. And I've got this one here, which is just an off-white. It's called off-white. And I've got white. Okay, just gonna, oh, paint went everywhere. Now I might need some more because I need a nice thick coat of paint to get the nice crackle effect. That. Alright, I think that's good to go. Alright, I have to let that dry now. Clean up my mess that I've made everywhere. Alright. I'll be back when that's dried and it all should start cracking and be very cool. Okay. Alright, this is dry. I've given it a bit of a sand just to distress it a bit more. I've got some more elements that I'm going to put it on here. I'm just trying to decide. I've cut it so it just hangs off a little bit. I've got my window, got my little thing. I've got a napkin that I've cut out that I want to use, and I've got a butterfly that I've printed out and I've just covered it with some matte gel. I'll cut that out. I'm going to put that there somewhere, I think. Now, just trying to decide what I'm going to do, what colours I'm going to paint these bits. I was thinking of matching that sort of colour, but I don't know, it might be too much. So I might just paint them white and have a look and see if I like it or not. So I think I'm just going to paint them a bit white. I'll paint it and I'll come back. You don't need to watch me paint bits white. Okay. Alright, while my little bits are drying off to the side, I'm going to add a little bit of colour to this with some of these Tim Holtz Distress Inks. So I think I'm going to put some green and I'll do some of this blue. And I'm going to put some of that yellow. Now I'm just going to get a brush with a bit of water and spread it around a bit. Actually, I think I might just spray it. Might be easier. There we go. I'm not going to worry about doing too much around where I'm putting that element here. Okay, I'm just going to get a bit of paper towel and just mop it up a little bit. And I think I'm going to add a bit of pink. And spread this around a bit. I shouldn't worry about putting it up there, that's where the... Alright, just ran out of battery power then on the camera. I'm just spreading this around a bit. Alright, I think I like that. I'll grab one more colour. I've got vintage photo. I'm just gonna go around the edge. Just spread that around a bit. Alright, I think I just need to let that dry for a bit before I can move on. So I'll be back. Alright, these are pretty dry now. Excuse me, but I'm thinking I might actually distress them a bit with the photo ink. I'm gonna go around their edges. Whoops, not quite dry. Getting that white paint everywhere. Oops, my bad. I might have to let it dry just a little bit more. Let me see. Get my little paintbrush, and I'm just gonna spread this a bit. Just a little bit of water. Now if you don't have inks, if you've got some brown acrylic paint, just water it down Just water it down and just paint it on. Be just as good. Spreading it around a bit. Let's put a little bit more on here. Just picking it up with my paintbrush. A little bit of water. Okay, and I think I will do this one as well. This one's quite dry, I think. And I think I decided the white was going to be better. I'm thinking I might just put a bit of this blue on here. I'll just do it on my where's the lid gone? Bit of that blue and a bit of this one. Just to add a little bit of colour up there. Just going around with a wet paintbrush. Let me have a look. I'm thinking I want to put some, I'm going to put some colour on these as well. Just do those two colours first. And I'm going to put a little bit of pink. Let me have a look now. I think I like that. Alright, I'll just need to glue some of these things on. So I think I will glue those on first. So I'm just going to use my PVA glue. Oop, went off the edge then. I'm just going to spread it with my finger. And I'm going to put a little bit on there. Just going to wipe my fingers. I'm just going to put some bulldog clips. Now have I got some more bulldog clips? And I need some more. Got a little one. I wonder if that's going to be big enough. Well, maybe. And I got a little one of these. Okay. got the window. I need to have a look where I need to put it. So I want this little bit of flower to go onto the window. So probably about there, I think. About there. And I might just use my pencil and just make a mark so I can spreading the glue around. Probably put a bit too much glue on. And I want it, I'll put it that way. And I'm just going to get a bit of clean tissue just to squeeze it on and dab up any excess glue. There you go. Now I might have to let these dry before I decoupage these on, I think. So I might just let that dry for a bit. Just going to grab a couple of these. I'm just going to stick just to press that corner on there. Just to press it on here, I think. If I can get it on. Alright, I'll let that dry and then I'll come back and finish it off. I think that's moved, has it? Yeah, no. Let that dry and then I'll probably come with my black Stabilo pencil and just highlight the areas a little bit. Actually, I wonder if I should put some, I'm actually going to get my ink again, vintage photo. I'm just going to grab a little bit of water. Just want to make it a little bit darker in there. That's it. Alright, I'm going to let that dry and then I'll come back and we'll finish it off. Oh, I forgot that one. I might better glue that on. Alright, I'm just going to glue that one on. Actually, before I do, just going to grab my Stabilo pencils. These are really great if you haven't got one. They it's a Stabilo All 8046, and you can write on it on paper, glass, plastic and metal. I mean, it's not permanent unless you seal it, of course. But it's pretty cool, and it's a really nice. So I might just go around in there. Alright, put a little bit of glue on there. A little bit more. Now, I was toying with the idea of, well, just before I finish off here, I was toying with the idea of hanging another little piece off there, and I quite like that idea. What have I got? I just want something I can just have a look. So it'd be kind of like that, and then put some loops. That would look kind of cute, wouldn't it? I mean, you could turn this into like a key hanger. I'm going to have a think about it, and when it's all dry I'll come back and we'll, oops, don't get glue down yet, and we'll have a look and see what we think. Alright, I've decided to do a little piece that's going to hang from the bottom, and I found in my husband's little hardware department. We got with these little woodies. I found these little hangers. I'm going to need to buy some sort of glue. I think like it, that glue, what's it called now? The Easy 6000, whatever it's called. E6000 glue. I think I'm needed to buy some of that. But what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to prime that with gesso. And this is just an old book cover that I've just cut down. So I'm just going to prime it, even though I love that colour. That in a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to give that, and I'm going to get some more of that napkin, and I'm going to decoupage it onto here. Alright, I think that will be fine. Alright, I'll let that dry as well. Yes, I'll have to see if I can get some of that E6000 glue. and I'm going to glue these little hangers on there so you can hang your keys on there. Alright, I'll let all this dry and I'll be back again. Alright, this is dry. I'm going to decoupage this on. I'm going to use matte medium. Oh, if I can get it open. A bit of a blob there. Just wetting my brush. Oh, too wet. Position this on here. Just trying to smooth it out. Put a bit more on top. Just very gently. This napkin likes to tear if you're too harsh. You can also just use PVA glue or Mod Podge, whatever you prefer. Okay, that's that one. Put that away to dry. And then this is that piece that and I'm going to Mod Podge, decoupage this corner on there. Okay, a bit more glue on there. And when it's dry, I'll tear off the excess napkin. Okay. So now I've just got to wait for those to dry. And then we'll do a little bit of, actually I'll just leave it here to dry, I think. And then we'll do some highlighting. I love how it's turning out. Isn't that gorgeous? This would make a beautiful Christmas present with Christmas coming up. Alright, when it's all dry I'll come back. Alright, I've had a change of heart. I'm going to paint this a darker colour. I've got some, it's the Dale Rowney ink and it's a sap green. So I just poured a bit over and dilute it with a little bit of water. See how I'm sort of trying to match that, the foliage. I've decided. Put a bit more in here. I'm just carefully going to go in here. Just going to do the edge. Sorry if I'm going off camera, it's a little hard manoeuvring this. Yeah, no, I like that better. So this side, I'm going to add a bit more ink. Oh, God, my tummy's making noise. Okay. Just going to get it inside here. Okay, I like that better. What do you think? Just going to put a little bit of paint or ink on the ends. And I'll just get the top there. Okay. Now I'm wondering about that window frame. Wondering if I should do that as well. Maybe I'll just, oops. Trying not to touch the decoupage. Before you know it, I'll be putting my arm in it. Alright, I'll just let that dry before it's nearly there. I think that's better. My little thing down there. I think that's going to look cute. It's going to look cute. Alright, I'm going to let that dry now. Alright, everything's dry. I'm going to glue down the butterfly. Some glue on the back of the butterfly. Alright, I'm just going to see how I want it. Like that. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Just gently with the card. When it's all dry, I'll paint with a Posca pen. Put the antennae back on it. Now I've marked. Oh, I was thinking about turning this into a keyhole holder, but after thinking about it, I think it'd be better off using some sort of chipboard or MDF board or something to just to make it stronger. So I think I'm just going to make it into a decoration. But I think I will make a. I'm just going to cut a hole. Oh, is that going to fit on there? No. Okay. Use my memory keepers one. Happened. Hole there and a hole there. Ouch. Trying to get the little thing out. It always sticks. Seems to be stuck. Okay, you're going to put a hole over here. Yep. And where's the, just looking for the little mark. Little things in there that's cut. I'm going to use my Stabilo. I already started. I forgot to, I remembered I wasn't recording. So I'm just going to draw around. Just activating the Stabilo. And I'm just going to paint these black. I'm just going to do a little bit of outlining and stuff, and I'll be back. Hi, it's completed now. I did all the outlining, and I've varnished it, tied it all together with some string. Got string and some beads here to hang it up from. So I had a lot of fun making this. I wasn't exactly sure what was going to turn out in the end, but I'm very happy with it. I hope you have a go and show me some pictures. If you go to my Facebook page, Snazzy Creations, you can share some of your photos. So anyway, have a good night, and if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.